Part E, the gorge, starts with E1, E2, E3, E4, E5, and E6. E7 and E8 will be added to the top side. All of the other pieces will be on the bottom side. So we're going to start out with the middle slot on E1, and we're going to put E2 in. And grab the other E1 and slot that in as well. So we're going to take E3 and place it in the second middle position on the bottom. E4 to the right of E3. E5 goes on the short end of the bottom and has tabs on the outer side. And E6 without tabs goes on the end of the longer side of the bottom. Make sure the glue overruns don't interfere with the tabs on the bottom. And take E7 and slot it in on the top in the middle. And finally, E8 goes at the very peak. Now we are going to add glue to the side of every tab. So we can put E8 on, and it should drop in. There's a little bit of extra space for alignment on the tabs that it slots into, because there is a lot of tabs coming in from multiple angles, and that aids assembly. And now we're actually going to skip ahead to E11 and E12, because I actually find it's easier to do this first, and adding glue to all surfaces to the left and right of the tabs. And if you don't have an immediate alignment, turn the piece around 180, and it should slot in. Give a quick wipe on the sides of any glue that might come out. I'm going to follow that up with E12. Again, if you have a tab misalignment and it doesn't look like it's quite going on right, one side is longer with the tabs, you can turn the piece and it should fit right in place. Finally, after a quick wipe of any glue that comes out, I'm going to move back to E9 and E10. So E9, fill all 4 slots with glue, put it in the remaining slot in the bottom. And E10, you want to add glue to all of the slots, but very delicately, just so there isn't too many visible drips on the outside, and add it into the side slot of E9. That will serve as a break. And now the Gorge extension add-on, all the parts will be EX. So we have EX1, EX2, EX3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7. So you're going to start out with adding glue to all the tabs in EX1, and adding glue to EX1. You want to make sure to not add too much or wipe up any drips when EX2 slots in, as these will actually slide into the tabs of the original Gorge piece, and you want to make sure you don't have any binding. So once all of the EX2s are in place, we're going to add glue to the slots on EX3. This is an inner structure, so it won't be visible once it's in there. So slide them to one side of EX2, Then add glue to the 4 slots of the other EX3 piece and slide it into the remaining slots of EX2. So finally, we're going to add the outer faces. So there's 4 tabs. Add glue to the top and bottom of each tab and line up EX4. And it should click into place. And again, glue on either side of the 4 tabs. And press EX4 down into the outer parts of EX2. Now we're going to add glue to every top surface that is not a tab so that we can drop EX5 down onto the top. And if EX5 doesn't look like it lines up visually, turn it 180 degrees. And it helps to place it down on a surface and give a little bit of a wiggle and a quick wipe of any glue overruns that come out of the side. Now we're going to move on to EX6. Again, glue to the side of the tabs. If it doesn't look like it fits, turn it around. The wider part should be towards the bottom. And followed by EX7. And all the tabs on EX7 are actually centered, so should drop right in. And the extension for the gorge is complete and can be set aside to dry.